Their victory was clear, even if it did fall short of expectations. In the end, concern about how an independent New Caledonia would survive economically and whether it would become a target for an assertive China triumphed.
We know we'll wake up tomorrow and still be French. We fought for months to remain French.
But New Caledonia is still a divided territory. France sent hundreds of policemen to New Caledonia for Sunday's vote, and on Monday there was some unrest. Indigenous Kanak people, who lag behind New Caledonians of European descent by every socio-economic measure and are keenest on independence, blocked a main road out of the capital, Namur. But the separatists' defeat was narrower than expected. 56% of voters in New Caledonia voted for their territory to stay part of France. That was more than half, but well short of the 2/3 to 3/4 pro-France landslide some opinion polls had predicted.
Tonight is our victory. 43% voted yes.
It might yet be a step towards an actual victory. 30 years ago, Kanak people felt the process behind another referendum, held then, was weighted against them. They boycotted it, and after they inevitably lost, there was violence. Dozens died. So this time, France under President Emmanuel Macron was determined both sides should see the process as fair. Only people with a long history in New Caledonia could vote, and if, as has happened, separatists lost the first vote for independence, there'd be 2 further votes over the next 5 years. If any one of them is successful, New Caledonia will become independent. Given the narrow margin of the first vote, even in victory, some French loyalists are worried.
I
don't know what the point is in separatists asking the question a second time and third time, since in 2 or 4 years the result will be the same. So instead of 1 defeat, it will be 2 or 3 defeats.
Officially, the French government was neutral in the referendum process, but on Monday, President Macron welcomed the result.
Les électeurs ont pu choisir souverainement.
Voters were allowed to make a sovereign choice with full knowledge of the facts on the relationship between New Caledonia and France. Today, a majority of them expressed themselves for New Caledonia to remain French. I have to tell you how proud I am that we have finally passed this historic step together.
The president knows, though, as do New Caledonians, that this is just the first stage of a process. Independent supporters will have a second and third chance to break from France, having got much closer than expected with their first. Andrew Thomas, Al Jazeera, Sydney.